Hello. Um, it's been a while, but I wanted to make another video. Um, a lot has happened between now and last video, and if I make more videos, I'll maybe do a little bit of an update type video. Um, I will say overall, things are very, very good. Um, overall, grand scheme of things. Um, I don't know. Last time I made a video, it was before I came out to Erica's parents. It feels like an eternity ago. Um, but sorry, got a little notification. Probably not important. It's not. Um, yeah, like I said, it feels like an eternity ago. I'll probably give a proper update um, at some point in the not distant future, but um, reason I'm recording this video is not to provide any sort of like update like that. It's just been having a lot of thoughts recently. Um, what it boils down to, I think. It's dysphoria first and foremost, um, but a very specific type of dysphoria. So I feel like I guess what I want to talk about is it's an old topic, but what is a woman, right? And I've never been able to satisfactorily answer that question for myself. Um, but I'm getting closer. I'll tell you what I think. Not necessarily what I want to think, but I guess I hold the title of woman, have held the title of woman up on a pedestal. It is something that maybe I want, but it is not something that I have. Um, and what goes into it? What goes into being a woman? Well, it's things like body and voice and blah 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 blah. But I guess what's on my mind right now is all the little things, such as, you know, mannerisms and ways of carrying yourself. And I think even deeper, it is experiences. Um, experiences, basically, what I feel like is I was taught wrong. Um, I wasn't brought up as a girl, right? I was brought up as a boy, and I don't have very many friends who are girls. I I don't know, never participated in girls sports. I never like learned to do makeup, learned to do nails. And it's like I feel a gulf right now. I feel a gap between where I am and where I want to be. That's what dysphoria is, right? Is feeling that gap. Um, and I guess right now what I'm feeling is around socialization. Um, or just like lived, like I said, lived experiences, right? Um, and am I overthinking it? Probably. But I guess the way I feel these feelings, it's not because I'm thinking about it and overthinking it, right? It's I'm feeling it first and foremost. Um, and then, yeah, I don't know. And I think this is the root cause, basically. Um, I don't know. And I mean, I'm working on it, I think. Like, it's just, I have so long to go, so far to go. Like, take your average cis woman, right? You are from a very early age, right? You're brought up a certain way. You're taught certain things. You sort of it's actually really funny. I don't know. I don't know if there's anybody on the planet that will understand this metaphor that I'm about to say other than myself, but I don't know. Here it goes anyway. Um, so there's this history podcast I listen to, Dan Carlin, Hardcore History, and he does a bit on the Japanese, and he's talking about the modernization of Japan. Um, and how that compares to like the West. Um, and one of the interesting things about the modernization of Japan is that they so quickly went from essentially a medieval society to, right into the 1900s, um, you know, within the span of a lifetime. um, Hundreds of years of development from, the Renaissance to the Enlightenment to whatever, they're just philosophies and ideologies, communism, fascism, like everything, right? And Japan is just bombarded with this um, all at once. And Dan Carlin, he compares it to Europe, right? Where it was sort of trickled in over time in the right order where one thing led to the next, whereas Japan was sort of just flooded and it made for a let's just say unstable society. It was one that modernized very fast, but it was also well, it led to the fanaticism of World War II. Um, I mean, it, it's not what I would consider healthy, I guess. Um, and that's where I am now. I am Japan. I have essentially been isolated, experiencing isolationism, as it were. Um, and suddenly I find myself wanting to enter this new world, right? The world of womanhood, femininity, whatever you want to call it. Um, and I do. It does truly make me happy, right? It's just I want to find out what womanhood, femininity, what does it mean to me? And like how do I progress? How do I carry myself? How do I enter this new world? How do I be the person that I want to be? Um, and that's where I'm stuck, I guess. Um, so that's the reason I'm making this video. Is I wanted to sort of philosophize a little bit, and it's easier to sort of I don't know talk things out versus have them rattle around in my brain. So I do like making a video and just sort of, yeah, I don't know, just make things easier to say my thoughts out loud, I guess. Um, so I'll continue with the history metaphor because it's something that my brain likes. Okay, so Dan Carlin, like I said, he talked about this quite a bit, this subject of modernization. And one of, so what Japan did that was good, um, so they're flooded with all these ideas and different things, right? And Japan needed a way to modernize their army, their government, their blah blah, their navy, blah blah blah. Um, and how did they do it? Well, the number one thing they did, or like the first thing they did, I guess, um, they looked at what was out there. Okay, they said, "Hey, we want to modernize the Navy." So, God, my hair looks terrible right now. Ugh. Sorry, I'm just like staring at myself on camera, and I'm just like, ugh, I don't know, just whatever. If you can't tell, I sort of had a off day. I've been harboring these feelings and that sort of thing, you know. Didn't do my hair, wore a sweater. It was just a rough day. Um, anyway, um, so they need to update the Navy, right? What do? They say, hey, let's look at all the navies of all the nations and which one has the best? Well, Britain, of course. So what do? They model their own navy after the Royal Navy. Um, to apply it to myself, they look for role models. Um, and that is something that I'm missing, I suppose, is role models. Like, I think what's been happening a little bit of a battle within myself, um, is I don't want to be a stereotype, right? I don't just want to, right? There's a million and one movies and whatever. It's be yourself, right? It's don't just go with what's popular or go with the flow, blah blah blah. And I agree with that in a general sense. Um, but I think right now, and that is admirable. Okay, I will say that much. However, I think I need a kickstart, right? Because there's a couple options. There's a couple paths forward. Path forward number one is due to role model. Basically copy what I like or what I look up to. The things. God, my hair is so bad. The things that I admire, and then throw off the things that I don't. Okay, so that's like option one, right? Um, Option two is to sort of grow it more organically, where rather than looking at role models, I experiment with myself and slowly come up. And I think that's how. I mean, I think like girls growing up, I think they all probably do some mixture of the two. I mean, what did I do as a boy growing up? I guess I I don't know. I mean, well, it didn't work, so it's like, what's even the point of pondering it? But I think I tried to do. If you ask me at the time, I was carving my own path. Um, but looking back, that was not true. I was very, very concerned about how people viewed me. Um, and I don't know. I mean, it affected who I was. I was bad at being who I thought people wanted me to be. I think that's just what it was, is that I was bad at fulfilling the role that I wanted to fill. And I guess now I'm still bad at fulfilling the role that I want to fill, just in the opposite direction. Um, there was one instance growing up where I looked at myself and I didn't like. I mean, there were several times where I looked at myself and I didn't like who I saw, but one in particular stands out to me right now, um, and that was freshman year of college. I, sorry, freshman year of college, I didn't like who I was. Sorry. Didn't like who I was, and I found a role model, Andrew Carden, fellow freshman like me. I'm sorry. So sorry. I found a role model, Andrew Carden. And basically, what I did was in any given situation, I would ask myself, what would Andrew Carden do? And that was a starting point for me. I sort of emulated him, and eventually I grew past that a bit. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'd like to do something similar, I think. Although I don't know exactly how. Need to find a female role model. And it's like theoretically, like I'm married to a woman, right? That should be easy. But I love Erica to bits, but a model of femininity she is not. Um, I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, a model of femininity she is not. And I don't want to like be Erica either. It's actually something else I've struggled with in the not too distant past is feeling gender envy towards Erica, which is a weird feeling, I guess. Not even weird necessarily. It's I feel like I should reject it. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'm probably overthinking it. It's my MO. I overthink things. But yeah, I don't know. I think I need to find a female role model. Like what I'm thinking about right now. I don't know if this is good or bad or what, but maybe it's just a tool, I guess. Um, I guess it's a tool. There's nothing bad about it. Back in the day, my therapist and I, we talked about this concept, Geraldine of the Void. It is in a world without societal pressures, what do I want? How do I carry myself? How do I behave? How do what makes me me, right? I haven't thought about Journaling of the Void in a little while. I think I think what I want to do, for the time being at least, I want to try to think of the idealized version of myself and like really interrogate myself, right? So that's something that I have a hard time doing sometimes. I just get in autopilot and I just sort of go with things and I don't self-reflect all the time. Um so here, action items. Number 1, self-reflect more. And not even self-reflect is maybe the wrong word, but check in with myself more. I don't like being on autopilot. I don't like sitting in front of a computer for hours or anything like that. Um, so I think check in with myself at least once every hour. That's going to be my goal. I think that's a reasonable goal. Um, I'll have to work on it, but a lot of times I can go days without checking on myself, honestly. Like, I just sort of, I don't know, I don't really think about it, I guess. But no, I think that I really need to check in with myself and ask myself, what does Geraldine of the Void want to be doing right now? How does Geraldine of the Void speak, act, carry herself? That's the other thing is I have a hard time referring to myself with female pronouns still, which is mind-boggling to me. I don't know. I just have a long ways to go still. But no, this little chat, I guess, has been helpful. Um and I don't know. I yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna I'm gonna try for it, I guess. I don't know. Like I'm gonna I think I can do it. I don't know. If I'm conscious about it and thinking about it, I don't know. I'm excited. No. Okay. No, this is good. This is good. I don't know. Good little self-reflection. Not a super long video. Doesn't have to be. But no, I like this. No, I'm doing good. Life is good overall. Like, yeah, I don't know. I need to stop saying I don't know. That's annoying. I am happy. I am confident. I am a woman, and I'm gonna work hard to be the woman that I want to be. Um, yeah, and feels good. It feels really good. So, all right. Well, I think that's gonna be it for this video. Um, that's the other thing. I'm trying to work on my feminine voice some more. Uh, it's coming along. More than anything, I think I lack confidence with it. Um, in a future video, I might talk more about voice and that sort of thing. But for this one, I'm going to sign on off, say buenos noches, and talk to you another time. Oh my god, this video was almost half an hour long. I said it wasn't a long video, but somehow it lasted half an hour. Okay, alright, well, anyway, talk to you later. Bye.